Hello and welcome. Today we're exploring the wisdom of proverbs from around the world. You've probably heard the English saying, "The cobbler should stick to his last." It's a classic piece of advice meaning everyone should mind their own business and stick to what they know best. Don't venture into areas where you have no expertise. But in Persian, this same idea is captured by a much more vivid and dramatic proverb, Kar Dardmand o Gorg Nalband. Let's break that down. Literally, it translates to, the donkey is in pain, and the wolf is the farrier. Farrier is a specialist in equine hoof care, someone who shoes horses and donkeys. This proverb comes from one of the most clever fables in Persian culture. So, get comfortable, and let's listen to the story of the donkey in pain and the wolf who decided to be a farrier. One day, a villager loaded his donkey with a heavy pack and climbed on its back himself to travel to the city. The donkey was old and weak, and the road was long and rough. Out in the desert, the donkey's hoof sank into a hole, and it tumbled to the ground. After struggling to get the animal back on its feet, the villager saw that its leg was broken. It could walk no longer. The villager shouldered the pack himself, abandoned the injured donkey in the wilderness, and went on his way. The poor donkey was left alone in the desert. He thought to himself, "I served those ungrateful humans my whole life, carrying their burdens. And now that I am old and in pain, they abandon me to the wolves of the desert and just walk away." Full of despair, he looked around hopelessly, and then he saw it. In the distance, a wolf was approaching. The ferocious wolf was overjoyed to see the donkey lying helpless in the open. It let out a happy howl and began to advance, ready to tear the donkey apart and devour him. The donkey thought quickly, "If I could run, would fight and struggle. Perhaps I could even overpower this wolf. But I can't. Yet, I must not lose hope and simply surrender. A broken leg isn't the end. As long as my mind still works, I can find a solution for any trouble." He hatched a plan. With great difficulty, he pushed himself up and stood on his 3 good legs, though he couldn't take a single step. As the wolf got closer, the donkey spoke calmly, "Oh, Lord of the beasts, greetings." The wolf was surprised by this polite welcome. "Greetings. Why were you lying down here?" "I wasn't lying down, I had fallen. I am sick and in pain, and now I cannot even move. I tell you this so you know I am utterly helpless. I cannot run, I cannot fight. I am completely at your mercy. But before I die, I have one request of you." The wolf was intrigued. "A request? What is it?" "Look, dear wolf," the donkey began, "it's true I am just a donkey, but even a donkey finds his life precious, just as a man finds his own life sweet. My death is near, and my flesh is your rightful meal. I see there is no one else here in this desert to claim it. I accept my fate. May it nourish you, it is yours rightfully. But my request is that you show me a little kindness and mercy. While I am still in my senses and not yet faint, do not rush to eat me. Do not needlessly take on the sin of killing me, for my limbs are already trembling. I am holding on to my last bit of strength, and in just a few moments, I will die on my own. In return, I will do you a great service. I will tell you something you do not know, a secret with which you could buy 100 other donkeys." The wolf replied, "I accept your request. But what is this thing you speak of?" "You buy donkeys with money, not with words." "Precisely," said the donkey. "And I will give you pure gold. Listen carefully. My owner is an immensely wealthy man. He has so much gold and silver, it is beyond description. And because I was his most cherished possession, he gave me a life of luxury. My manger was carved from marble. My stable was tiled with fine bricks. My saddle blanket was woven from silk, and my pack saddle was stitched from velvet and brocade. Instead of hay and barley, he always fed me sweets and candies. You will find my meat is very sweet when you taste it. And because he treasured me so, he had the shoes for my hooves crafted from pure, solid gold. I had wandered out here alone today without permission when I suddenly fell ill. What's done is done. But I am a very pampered donkey, and my horseshoes are made of gold. You, who are a good wolf, can pry these golden shoes from my hooves and use them to buy 100 donkeys. Come, take a look and see what valuable shoes I wear. Just as others fall prey to greed, the wolf was consumed by it. He crept closer to inspect the donkey's golden hooves. But the moment the wolf got near its feet, the donkey seized his opportunity. With all the strength he could muster, he kicked out with a powerful, devastating blow directly to the wolf's snout. The force shattered the wolf's teeth and broke his leg. The wolf cried out in terrible pain and shock. "What kind of donkey are you?" he howled. The donkey replied, "The kind you won't forget. But you see, even a fool is wise in his own trade. Let this be a lesson, never again crave donkey meat." Defeated and humiliated, the wolf fled, howling and limping away in agony. On his way, he ran into a fox. Seeing the wolf's limp leg, shattered jaw, and bloody muzzle, the fox asked, "My dear lord, what happened? What is this state you're in? Where was the hunter with the bow?" The wolf groaned, "It was no hunter. I brought this disaster upon myself." "Yourself?" asked the fox, astonished. "How? What did you do?" The wolf sighed in shame and pain. "Nothing much. I just tried to change my profession. That's all. I am a butcher by trade. I know nothing of goldsmithing or blacksmithing. But today, I decided to try my hand at being a farrier."
Enjoyed this? Subscribe for more.